Hi, would you like some simple tactics for overcoming self-esteem? Well, tune into today's video and we'll give you 3 quick, powerful tactics for boosting your self-esteem. I made 2 videos recently on self-esteem, and the first one's more of an overview, the second one's more about the tactical approach. But both videos are actually pretty long, so I thought to myself, I should really make a video that just has cut to the chase, 5-minute video, 3 tactics to improve self-esteem. So for more detail on the big picture, look at the other 2 videos. But here we go. Let's take a look very quickly at the 3 tactics which I feel will boost your self-esteem. Number 1, weeding out negative thoughts. What causes low self-esteem is a little thing called your inner critic. The inner critic is that vice of a positive side is vice of conscience. The negative side is the criticizing vice. You pick it up in the first 7 or 8 years of life. And the problem is that it sows negative thoughts, okay? And those negative thoughts are judgmental thoughts, and those judgmental thoughts hold you back. So if you've ever had a situation where you think, I'd like to do something, I can't do it. I couldn't stand up and speak in front of other people. I can't sing. I can't dance. I couldn't talk to that girl or boy and ask them to go out with me. I couldn't make that sales presentation. I can't close that deal. I can't get that promotion, etc., 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 etc. Okay? That's always a self-judgment, and it comes to the inner critic. The inner critic is basically saying, you're not worthy. You can't do it. Okay? And, you know, a lot of it is actually carried over generations, whereby, you know, as small kids, imagine your parents, for example, as small kids, elders are saying to them, you're not worthy, you're not good, you're stupid. And they just, because they're young kids, they just suck it in, they believe it, okay? We call it introjection. The young child introjects, you just absorb like blotting paper what their parents and elders say to them. And then when you're a kid, automatically they've got these bad habits of negative thinking, and they say things like, you're stupid, don't do it, blah, 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 blah. Not just your parents, your school teachers, your neighbors, everybody. The little old woman down the street is always complaining. Your big brother, your sister, okay? Everybody's moaning and complaining and all that negative thinking. So it rolls down to you. And then when you're with your kids, you start saying silly things like this as well. So I always thought it's a very strange thing that people with gardens will spend hours every night working on their flowers and quite a bit of time every night weeding. But nobody weeds their thoughts. So the number one thing you got to do is start weeding your thoughts. There's a book that came out in the 70s that had a great title, which was You Do Not Have the Luxury of a Negative Thought. You do not have the luxury of negative thought. I think it's a great title for a book. Basically, you don't have availability for negativity in life. And you might be saying, well, that's unrealistic. But just think of it this way. You still have to solve problems. I'm not saying you should live in a fantasy world of positivity. But what I am saying is that negativity doesn't help. So get into the habit of observing your thoughts. And I would strongly advise diary writing. Write down in the diary what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your issues are. And you start to see a language. And the language you're using all the time is how you talk to yourself and the language you speak to yourself. And you need to change that language. You need to keep weeding everybody on the planet, including myself, everybody on the planet. We need to continue to be weeding our thoughts and making sure that our thoughts are good, okay? Another way of thinking about it is think of somebody that you really admire, maybe like a spiritual teacher, or somebody you feel is like a really great person, or somebody who's a big hero of yours. How would they be in that situation? Then look at you. What language would they use? What way would they think? What way would they act? And then how do I think? How do I act? How am I in that situation? So we should try and aspire to more, and we should be weeding out the negativity and the small-mindedness. Okay, that's the first thing, is weeding out the negativity. The second point is the obvious opposite of that, which is positive thought, positive self-thinking, positive suggestion. There was a guy called Emile Coué, about 1890, 1900, came out a book on autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is where you keep coming out with a repetitive phrase, like, I'm getting better and better every day. Every day I'm getting better and better. Every day I'm getting better and better. I'm getting better at maths. I'm getting better at physics. I'm getting better at relationships. Every day I'm getting better at handling my life situation. Now, it can be a bit corny, this autosuggestion thing. And I think there's a simple and dumb way of looking at it. I think there's also a deeper and more practical way of looking. The dumb way of looking is simply this thing that's often made fun of in comedy shows. A person stands in front of a mirror and says, I am a great person. I am a great person. I am a great person. So needless to say, if you try this, just coming out with a sentence that's positive and repeating it, will probably be corny. But let's think of it a different way. Some years ago, I used to work in sales. I used to read a lot of sales books, and they have sales techniques. And I even went to a couple of companies that they'll give you, here you go, here's your script. And you phone up, hello, Mr. So-and-so, I've got good news for you. And you just read this stupid script. But later I came to realize that the way to sell things is to have an adult business conversation with a business person. And once you engage in an intelligent conversation with no tricks, just an intelligent conversation with intelligent questions, and you know your stuff, and you can start having a conversation with them, then they take you more seriously and are more likely to buy your stuff because you're having a mature conversation. Well, we can take that same approach to suggestion. So when you're starting off with auto-suggestion, you might have to start simply with things like, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Every day and every day I'm getting better and better. You start with something simple just to boost yourself. But over time is you try and change your inner conversation. That your inner conversation, because that's really what it's about, is to change your inner conversation. So you spend less time saying, oh, I'm stupid. Why is it that? I'm a fool. I'm stupid. This is the sort of stuff you want to weed out. This is the sort of stuff you want to put something positive. No, I did something stupid. That doesn't mean I'm stupid, okay? So for example, you missed a bus and somebody says, oh, I'm stupid, I missed a bus. No, you're not stupid because you missed a bus. You missed a bus. Why? You got out of bed late in the morning, there was a traffic jam, the bus was early, you missed a bus. So positive, you start with suggestions and over time you try and work on, I would say things like watch positive YouTube videos, read nice self-help books, do your diary writing, boost yourself, try and you know, change how you think about things. Let go of the victim self. A lot of people are stuck in victimhood. Let go of the victim self. And do all this kind of work in yourself. And so part of it is suggestion, but a stage will come where you don't really need positive suggestion anymore, that your whole brain is very positive. And because you're giving yourself mind feed, you're giving yourself lots of positive books, listen to positive audios. So spend less time on Netflix watching some junky drama show where everybody's shouting and screaming. More time maybe listening to a good audiobook, okay? Watching good YouTube videos, documentaries, inspiring movies and TV shows, okay? So building up that positive self-speak. So you start with auto-suggestion, we work towards positive self-speak. Also a couple of rules of auto-suggestion is you create a phrase and you have it in the now. Not like, I will be attractive to girls in the future, okay? No, I am attractive right now, okay? I have it right now. Always start in the now. I have it right now and I'm getting better and better. So I'm attractive to other people and I'm becoming more attractive every day. I'm more confident every day. I am a confident person. I'm becoming more confident every day. I have a lot of self-esteem. I'm working on my self-esteem. I'm getting better at self-esteem. I'm getting stronger and stronger, more confident in myself every day. And it turns out more into kind of an inner positive self-conversation rather than just these corny phrases. Okay, number 3. So number 1 is weeding out the negative. Number 2 is the positive self-speak. And number 3 is the law of attraction. Now, if you haven't heard the law of attraction, that is with that whatever you think about and feel about on a regular basis, you attract. Now, it can be seen as somewhat corny. And I suppose the thing was, initially this movie came out called The Secret in 2006. And a lot of stuff before that was a positive thinking. The problem, and this is what the Law of Attraction, The Secret movie and Law of Attraction talked about, was positive thinking isn't enough. You also have to have positive feeling and positive visualization. So it sounds corny, but it's actually real. The Law of Attraction does work. But the law of attraction is basically that you got to think, you're the conscious mind, but you also have a subconscious mind, and you want the subconscious mind to work for you. So what you got to do, because conscious mind is pretty dumb. Think of like your subconscious mind is like Fido or Rex or something. It's your dog. Your dog understands the first few words and the last few words, okay? So you want to direct your subconscious mind. So you direct subconscious mind to repeated words and phrases. The language you're using is programming your subconscious mind. The second thing is visual images, and the third thing is feelings. This is like the classic example of the school bully. This person keeps talking about the bully. The person keeps seeing the bully. The person keeps feeling fear. And your subconscious mind says, you are sending me images of a bully. You keep talking about the bully, and you keep on these terrible feelings. So I'll give you exactly what you want. I'll make sure you always see the bully. Let's hear the terrible relationship, one terrible relationship after another. And you're always talking about this terrible kind of person. You're always seeing this terrible person. You're always feeling these terrible feelings, relationship. Oh, that's the relationship you want? I'll give you that terrible relationship again. Okay? So we got to program the subconscious mind. So rather than thinking of I can't do this and can't do that, you have to start creating, if you have to write it down and create a script, create a script. But get into the habit of every day visualizing the life you'd like to lead. See yourself having this life. Start looking up pictures. You can put pictures on your wall if you like the things that you want. Read about the things you want. Read about the life stories of these people, interviews of people who are doing the sort of stuff you'd like to do. Learn about how they do it. Start working on it. Start visualizing yourself and feeling yourself. So it's like if it's an exam, see yourself in the exam center and scoring well and then getting like a gold medal or something. If it's like you want to be a really good salesperson, see yourself having a meeting and watch a lot of interviews and a lot of uplifting stuff now on YouTube where they talk about the different charisma of different people and so on. And watch these sort of videos and boost yourself and have like an inner conversation with these characters, these people who are, say, big business people in your mind as a fantasy. See yourself being one of these people, okay? And believe it, start to believe it. If it's a relationship, start visualizing the sort of person you'd like, thinking about the things that you'd like to do with them and so on, how you want to share your life with them and so on, and feel that you already have this winning relationship. You always have this inner peace. You start with what you want and don't focus on what you don't want. Don't focus on the problem, focus on what you want. So that's the final thing I'll say. So number one is weeding out negative thoughts. Number two is positive self-speak, which begins with suggestion, works into a conversation with yourself, which is positive. And number three is the law of attraction, using repetitive thoughts, feelings, and visualizations of the life that you want in the now, and start developing the faith that I'm actually getting the life that I want. And every time I fail, it's okay. I'm failing towards success. I'm failing towards success. Every failure has been me closer to that relationship, that job, that lifestyle, that peace of mind, whatever it is, and have that faith to go forward. That's in a nutshell. I had those other two videos, talk the same thing in a bigger kind of way. This is a short one. Weed out the negative, positive self-speak, law of attraction with repetitive thoughts, feelings, visualizations, and then developing that faith, which is a challenge because you have to have the belief first, the faith that you can do it, and then lo and behold, reality will follow your faith. Reality will follow what you believe in if you do it. And they are the three simple steps, practical steps. You give them a few months to work, you'll see a big improvement in your self-esteem. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.